Nation Army riff into Soundtrap. Our next step is the same as the drums. We need to quantize it to make sure that it's perfectly in time. So the way we do this, again, double click on the note clip, same as the drums. Now I'm going to zoom in a little bit so I can see these a little bit clearer. That was a little bit too much. So this bolder line is the bar line, which is number 2, right? Each of the lines in between, that is 1 beat, and then you've got these much thinner, fainter lines, which are your quarter beats. So you need to zoom in enough so that you've got the 4 separate beats and then the 4 divisions in between each beat as well. So once you've got it set up like this, you're going to do the same thing as the drums. You're going to click somewhere near the front note. You're going to press and hold and drag over all of the notes so they're all highlighted. Then we right click, we quantize, but this time we're going to quantize to 1/8. And the reason we're doing 1/8 is because there are shorter notes in this than there were in our drum part. Hey, now if we listen to this, most of them are in time. The only problem is these 3 in the middle. So this is the next step of quantizing this particular part. Okay, so once you've quantized the rest, here's your next step. Okay, we have our triplet, with 3 notes are basically equal 3/2 beats. So to be able to do that, this first one, will, if you've quantized, will already be in line with that 3rd beat, which is completely fine. It stays where it is. The next one needs to be 3 of the little squares, the little boxes, after the first one. So this one starts here. So we got 1, 2, 3. That's where the next note needs to start. So we're just going to click and drag that note to that bar. Make sure that you don't drag up and down because that will change the note. The 3rd one needs to be 2 little boxes after this one. So 1, 2, that's where that note starts. So I'll drag that one up a little bit. So on the beat, which it should if you've quantized, the next one, 3 little boxes. The next one, 2 little boxes. Once they are in those positions, we're going to click, drag, and highlight just those 3 notes. We are then going to right click, quantize, but instead of 1/8, we're going to 1/8 triplet because that's what it is. It's got that 3 over the top, it's a triplet. Now, you won't be able to notice much of a difference. They've just been moved slightly, but if we have a listen to it, much nicer now. Now, for the triplet to work, it must be in those positions. So make sure first one should automatically be on that beat. The next one, 3 boxes afterwards. The next one, 2 boxes afterwards. And then highlight, right click, quantize, 1/8 triplet. Just highlight those 3, not the rest of it. Right, and that's how we quantize the 7 Nation Army riff to make sure that it's perfectly in time with the drums. Once you've done that, of course, if you want to unmute your drum parts, or just one of your drum parts, and play. Now you notice that your riff is twice as long as the drum parts, so by pressing this loop up top and dragging it out, we can make sure the drum part's just as long